Hello everybody, my name is Ilya.
And my name is Tyler. Together we make up Kavre, a couple that loves to play board games.
And today we'll be teaching you HUTAN.
Life in the Rainforest. This game is designed by Daniel Skjold Peterson and Asger Harding Grenrud. It's published by the Op Games, who help sponsor this video.
Let's go to the table and let's learn how to play. As always, you'll begin by setting up. One player will take a set of 4 different boards and arrange them in a random 2x2 layout. You can identify different boards by taking a look at the shape and color in the corner of each board. Everyone else will then set up their board in the exact same way. This is the recommended setup for your first game. You'll then shuffle all the flower cards and create 9 stacks to represent the 9 rounds in the game. Each stack will have 3 cards for 2 players, 5 for 3, and 7 cards for 4 players. You'll then take one stack and flip all the cards in the stack face up within reach of all players. You'll place all the flower and trees in a supply nearby and place the animal tokens next to the flowers. If playing with 2 players, you'll return one of each animals back to the box. You'll choose a starting player and you're now ready to play. HUTAN is played over 9 rounds. Each round you'll introduce flowers to your board, grow trees, and attract animals, competing to have the most vibrant rainforest. Like we did in setup, at the start of each round you'll prepare the market by taking the next stack of flower cards and revealing them all face up in the center of your playing area. The Pangolin token is added to the market after the first player takes their first turn. Each round a player will take 2 turns. On your turn you'll choose a face-up flower card from the center, plant flowers from the card on your board, grow trees, complete areas in your board, and aim to perfect habitats, inviting animals into your rainforest. Let's go through these steps in detail. You'll first plant flowers. You'll select a face-up card that has not yet been chosen from the center of the play area, or the Pangolin token. You'll then take the corresponding flowers from the supply and place them on your player board. Each space on your player board can only hold one type of flower. And there are 3 spaces that have lakes. You cannot place flowers on the lake spaces. If placing more than 1 flower per turn, all flowers will need to be connected. Diagonally does not count. You'll have to place your flowers as a group. You can place flowers on top of other flowers. In fact, you're encouraged to do so, as that's how trees will grow. You can only place matching flowers on top of each other though. And lastly, at least the first flower you place must be adjacent or on top of a previously placed flower. You'll ignore this rule for your very first turn, as no flowers are yet on the board. Now if you chose the Pangolin token, you'll get to go first the next round, and you can place 1 flower of your choice anywhere on the board following the rules we just discussed. The next step is to grow trees and complete your areas, as this will grant you many points. Trees grow when you have created a stack of 2 matching flowers. You can immediately take a tree from the supply and place it on top of your flower stack. You'll notice trees come in different shapes. This is purely for theme and aesthetic. They'll all be worth 2 points at the end of the game. Areas on your player board consist of 2 to 5 spaces in varying shapes. An area is considered complete when it's filled with flowers of the same type. Completed areas will score you points at the end of the game. Unfinished areas, ones that you've started, or areas with mixed flowers, will lose you points at the end of the game. We'll take a look at examples when we score. Finally, the last step is to check for perfect habitats. A perfect habitat is formed when an area contains flowers of a single color in all of its spaces, and there's a tree on each space. When this happens, you'll take an animal of the same color as the flower and replace the last tree you placed in the area. You can only attract 1 animal per turn. When an animal is placed, they'll fertilize adjacent spaces. You can place a flower on all adjacent spaces next to the animal. These can be of any color and can be placed on top of already placed flowers to form trees. And that's your turn. You'll go around until all cards in the Pangolin token have been taken from the center of the play area. This marks the round, as each player has now had 2 turns. If there's still flower cards left in the supply, you'll reveal the next stack and start the next round. The game will end when all the flower card stacks have been utilized. 9 rounds. You're now ready to score. Each tree on your board will score you 2 points. Each animal will score you points corresponding to the area they are in. As an example, the rhino here scores 6 points. You'll then gain the printed point value for each completed area, and lose the printed value for each area you've started in but left unfinished, or a mixed area with different flowers present. You'll tally the scores, and the player with the most points wins. Want to elevate your game? Play the advanced variant. At the start of the game, you'll shuffle the ecosystem cards and deal out 5 to the center of the play area. These will be objectives that will score each player additional points at the end of the game. You can find an explanation for all of these at the back of your rulebook.
And that's what life in the rainforest is like.
You really do bring it to life with all the trees, all the animals. It's just a magical place.
Exactly.
Of points.
Of points.
Well, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
And of course, if you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, because we love talking and teaching board games.
Yes, we do. We also have a Discord and Patreon if you want to check those out. Exactly. Now, for our question of the day, what do you think you'll enjoy most by visiting a rainforest? What would be your preferred activities there?
I mean, there's a lot of scary things there. I'd probably like to just stay on a boat.
Oh?
Yeah.
You don't want to venture through the rainforest?
The river cruise? No.
Okay.
Maybe.
I do.
Maybe. I think it would be interesting. It would be fun too.
Well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you at the next one.
Bye!